to the Uncovering Oracle. Please keep in mind this will be a general reading, and depending on the energy and guidelines, please take what resonates and leave the rest for anyone else to take. If you like the reading and are interested in more of these, feel free to like, share and subscribe. It will help out spreading the message and growing the channel, of course. For people who are new here and people who are not familiar with my readings, the spread is in front of you, of course, as you can see, and I'll give a brief explanation of how we can read the spread and in which way what is represented. As you can see, there are 4 cards in the middle. The card on the bottom represents the south node, the base of where you start and what needs attention to go towards your north node. It's card on top, and the center cards are strongly supportive and keeps everything in check as a guide and protective shield, and guides the energy in this reading and overall in the situation. The left side represents the feminine aspects, thoughts, consciousness, and every matter related to that. And the right side represents the masculine aspects, taking action, moving forward, etc., etc., etc. I must tell you, this is a very specific reading. Not everything will resonate with everybody. There will be some people curious and some people who really can connect with this reading. I suggest somewhere in the reading, just hear me out and let it all come in. And if it's not for you, then it's not for you. Don't make it fit your situation in any way or another. If you want to tap out, it's okay, because of the heaviness of this reading. The intense power is not for everybody, and not everyone can handle this intensity. I must be very honest with you. If you have been seeing the numbers 44, 444, 404, 144, 55, 555, 505, or 132 repeatedly the last 4 to 3 weeks, this reading is definitely for you. Also, if you've encountered a small or a slightly larger group of ravens or crows on almost a daily basis, hearing them or seeing them fly by near you since 2 weeks or probably longer, this reading is also definitely for you. Just like I said before, this is the energy of this reading is quite different than the ones before. This is very forward and a reading in which a fierce force is very, very present, but not in a bad way, in a more positive way. And mentioning that, I must say, Kalima is very represented in this reading. She's very present, and she's the one who takes away all the sins of the devotees of the Lord. In the Vedic scriptures, it is told that she is the pure force of the Lord Himself, of the internal and external potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and she is a pure devotee. So keep that in mind. Though in the West and in some biased, so to say, Hindu culture, she's very misrepresented, and she is represented more of she's been painted out more like a demon-like figure, or a very dark force who can only destroy. But that's not the truth. That's not what she stands for, and that's not who she actually is. Just like I said before, she is a pure devotee of the Lord, and she's the one who takes away all the sins of the devotees of the Lord. She helps us cleanse and work out our negative thoughts, behaviors, and patterns if we are serious and dedicated to this. And that means that you have to have your heart in the right place, and you have to have pure intentions. She'll recognize you, and she'll seek you out. She'll help you. She purifies all the subtle forces in life and helps to ascend. She grants you happiness and fulfillment in this world if you have the courage to face yourself and do the inner work. She'll bring you to Father and Mother God and can grant you access to the transcendental reality and more. She can give you many boons and good fortune to the ones who are honest and seriously dedicated, but she can also create havoc. If people tend to betray the devotee of the Lord in any way, she has the power to bestow, create, and destroy, depending on who you are as a being and what tendencies you have. More on that later on in this reading. We'll find out. She also is very wise, loving, and caring. If she favors you, she will help you guide and grow successfully. So people don't get it wrong from other people and or sources who tend to say Kalima is a demon or whatsoever. She is not. Though she is represented in a very fierce way, and if you have any questions about why she looks like this, you can send me an email or a message, and I'll explain what and why she's represented like this in this picture, and some more like this on other places. Feel welcome to do that. The card I pulled behind of that card was this one. Kunturiachak, blessings from the son of Hananpacha. This card gives the blessings from the son of Hananpacha. This card tells us that the spiritual condor bird brings the will of spirit to the material realm. Despite great odds, even what may appear to be an inevitable defeat, extraordinary triumph is at hand. This is the prophecy of resurrection, the rising of what was thought to be lost. It will happen with unexpected, mysterious, and surprising swiftness. Your divine destiny is now held in the guiding hand of a great spiritual master. Just like I said before, pure devotee of the Lord, great spiritual master. Again, she can bring you towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So think about that one. Condors are actually born with their eyes shut, but do not have focal cords. I don't know actually if they. They're born with their eyes open. So sorry, and they have. They do not have vocal cords to speak. They can reveal their emotions through changing their skin color. That's a very specific and special thing for a bird to do. Sorry. This card indicates you always seem clearly. You've always seen clearly, actually. You have to trust in this, even if you can't find the right words for this. It's a reminder to trust what your body is telling you. If you get in any way goosebumps, or if your body tells you to walk away from a situation, or gives you another indication of a situation which you should retract or move forward to, listen to that. Your body's intelligent also. This is a reminder to trust what your body is telling you again, and your bodily intuition is a form of wisdom. You have a spiritual connection to the cosmic consciousness. You can call it cosmic consciousness, Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness. They're all the same. Your divine life purpose involves assuming the role of a leader, a guide, a healer, and you are an earth warrior for love on this planet in your unique way. Invaluable spiritual protection surrounds you. Condor or condor is the ancient bird of the Andes and the largest flying bird alive on Earth. This can indicate for you that you're a very ancient soul and even are not from this plane. So you could be feeling, and you have been feeling probably almost out through your whole life, that you're not from this planet and don't even belong here. You might stargaze also most of the time in the evening when you're having a walk or you're coming home from somewhere. You always tend to stare in the sky, walking to the looking at the stars, wondering what is out there, and feeling inside of yourself that your home is out there and not here. So this is also an indication that you're not actually from here and you're a very ancient soul. You have a mission here on Earth. The Oracle of Kunturjachak brings the message of universal divine love from several demigods like Mother Kali, Durga, Lord Shiva, Ganesha, and Kartikeya, and foremost the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is an offer of absolute protection to protect your purity, integrity, devotion, and effectiveness as you navigate through the challenges of the material world. This ensures you your safeguard for all lower vibrational subtle and upfront attacks, connections, entities, and even demons. You will help restore and align the earth. You will bring truth, peace, knowledge, wisdom, prosperity, and genuine love for the upcoming generations beyond cultural and religious beliefs and constraints. So these two cards, they are the most centered card again in this reading, and indicates that you are protected by a great spiritual team. So there's actually nothing to worry about. You just have to keep going and make mindful and cautious decisions again. The card in the South Node tells us hush, listen. Our greatest teachers sometimes appear to us in a form that is not expected. Can refer again towards Mother Kali in this reading, but it can also be someone from this earth plane who has these divine beings as their guardian and or as their associates. And yeah, so in one way or another, there can be some connection, or there can be some connection made with the pure devotees of the Lord. And wondrous opportunities can come from a chance conversation with someone we probably have judged unfairly. As a result, the words fall upon deaf ears. It is important not to allow our false ego and biases to influence the continuity of a conversation. Once this happens, we are too busy defending our own scattered views or attacking the things which are being said. Disagreeing does not validate someone's point actually, or make it unworthy of our attention. Sometimes people tend to do that, and they think that by disagreeing it makes them very valuable and makes them more powerful, but they do not have the background information and or valid standpoints and or views which can back up their disagreement. But yeah, in this case, there is someone or something around you that needs some attention, and that is actually telling you what you can do in a way that it serves you, and in a way that can give you your growth. The words might be confronting, but that does not make them untrue or undeserving of further exploration. You should put aside preconceived notations and look at the situation from a fresh perspective. Be emphatic towards yourself also and others. This does not mean that you have to agree with everyone and everything, but try to see it from a different perspective. You might see a genuine problem that needs to be addressed. So be mindful of that. Keep that in mind, that this situation can be true for you. If it be for yourself, with yourself, and or someone in your environment, which this could resonate with. From out here, we'll go to this side, the feminine side, and just like I said before, this side represents the female tendencies, the aspects of thought, consciousness, and whatever is related to that. I pulled some crystal cards, and please do not underestimate these crystal cards. These crystal cards are very powerful. I found out by myself, and the power of the crystals are also embedded in these cards. I've experienced it by myself also. And this card I pulled, it represents selenite, beautiful white stone. If you don't know it, you can look it up for yourself. This multidimensional cosmic stone represents godly light and gives mental clearance and inspiration. But you don't need to confuse the past with the now, and you have to see what is real. You mostly see through people and their intentions. Don't let others and situations manipulate you. Discard any doubt and confusion. Make powerful decisions. Clarity is very essential. Let go of the things that you love. This does not mean that there isn't any love left, or you need to stop loving. It is a healthy way of respecting yourself and the other, and be insightful, helpful, compassionate, and loving while making up the difference between the two opposites in a crucial matter. Avoid pleasing and unhealthy desires. Don't let your mind and heart wander. So I think it's very clear with this stone, selenite. It actually shines the light on the situation on the situation in which you are now, and you can see clearly what is going on and what it is you need to change, or how to take distance from a certain situation or situations, people, or even your own tendencies and or behavior. You should see it by now, and you have to do the inner work. This only is for people who are not, or who didn't do their inner work, and for the people who did their inner work. This stone will let you see that yeah, that you're loved, and that everything you did is coming to light. Everything what you've done in the past came to light. So you see, by shining your light, you see everything what was in the dark. The stone is a very powerful stone, and has a very powerful energy with that. The next card. Trust in science. People will think, why should I trust in science? When I pulled this card, I was also a little bit, well, dubious about it, but when I read the meaning of the card and how it fell in this reading, it made more sense. Science can be defined as a methodical study of nature and behavior of the universe and all that dwells within. It may, well, sorry, it is a methodical study of nature and behavior of the universe and all what dwells within. By making an observation out of it and forming a hypothesis, and then testing it through investigation and experimentation. Scientists, just like us, are not perfect. A honest scientist invests more time in further study when it becomes clear that a particular phenomenon within a hypothesis makes an educated guess flawed. They are willing to accept that they've made an error and don't mind they were wrong. The truth matters above all. A good result is often based on years of research, observation, investigation, and experimentation before getting the right insights and experience. While it is wise to have a questioning mind, there are times we need to get wisdom and advice of experts rather than those who claim knowledge outside their field. It is not very wise to seek out a plumber to better understand how the human brain functions. That's just nonsense. You know that. You would seek out a neuroscientist, a qualified coach, mentor, or counselor in this field. So be sure that when you're obtaining information from the most knowledgeable source, that it is a most knowledgeable source, and it is firmly grounded, and it's not some stupid lie or mainstream thing you should follow. Do your own research, and you'll find out so many things which we've been lied on, and how this matrix has been built on, and also the truth is also out there, so that's the real science, and trust in that. Actually, science is magic and spirituality explained, so to say. So it's not very far-fetched, and it is very, very logic, actually. But nowadays, and especially the last couple of 100 years, the Western civilization has tried to demonize spirituality, magic, and what it actually is and how this connects to everyone. But don't fall for that. That's a huge trap for everybody, actually. So from there on, if you know sorry again, where your flaws are, and how to be honest with yourself, and invest more time to study yourself and make progression with it. It can move you in towards the masculine energies, and it brings you towards this stone, labradorite. It represents multi-dimensional healing and protective stone. This will heighten your consciousness so you can tap into higher dimensions. It helps you strengthen your intuition and inner power, and it will give you clear insights. You can use your discernment better, and a healthy view in situations is guaranteed. You should be grounded. Your intuition will be very on point. And if that's not the case, and what I'm trying to say by that is, if you didn't do the inner work, then this could be the outcome. And if you did the inner work and you're on the way on and towards the next level, then your intuition is very strong, and you can find clear insights. You can use your discernment better and in a more healthy way. You're more grounded, you're intuitive with a forward-looking view, but still you should watch out for psychic vampires. They'll try to gaslight and to manipulate you to pull them towards their side to drain your energy. Don't give away your energy to anyone. Be mindful of this. The feel in between dimensions is very thin. Don't delude yourself with fantasies. Be grounded and realistic. Don't be afraid of what is going on in other dimensions. Confront it. It is a natural phenomenon where most of the people are closed off from due to their conditioning. And if you are on the spiritual path, and again, if this reading is for you, then you know what I'm talking about. This is no big surprise for you, and you know exactly what I'm trying to say. Don't be afraid of what's going on in other dimensions, just like I mentioned. Remember, we're all spiritual, being here on earth, having a human experience. This is also a slight different experience than having a spiritual body, your soul, your eternal soul. So it is sometimes very difficult to accept this mission and accept this body as being it for use for yourself, as a kind of vehicle, so to say. At this time, there's a temporary struggle where you need to go through, but this will be over soon. Follow your intuition and get help if you don't know what to do. This stone also stimulates to open your inner eye and calms you down, helps you cleanse your energy and aura. Spiritually protects you against any attacks and negative influences. So, if you are interested in the stone and labradorite and all the properties, and if you feel drawn towards it, you can order it online in several stores. Be mindful to get a real one, because there are also many fake ones going around. Same goes for other stones also, so be very careful while buying a certain stone. And sometimes in some situations they can hand you out a certificate of originality, and also the land where it originated from. So these are things which you could keep in consideration before buying any stone or any other thing which you like and or prefer for your spiritual growth and or protection. Okay, let's follow up the reading furthermore. Yeah, just like I said before, you are now in a temporary struggle. So yeah, but you don't take it that heavy for yourself. It's just a temporary thing. You need to go through. you'll get many wise lessons out of it, and just follow your intuition and get help if you don't know where to go, what to do, where to start, etc., etc. Oh yeah, this stone also stimulates to open your inner eye. It calms you, helps cleanse your energy and aura, and spiritually protects you against attacks and negative influences, if I didn't mention it before. And also, in this situation, take responsibility, but don't do too much. Take rest also if it's needed. If you feel taking a rest or taking some days off to get more energy, please do that. Listen to your body, listen to your intuition. Be grounded. This will empower you more and more. Okay, and then we will come towards this card. Respond with grace. As you can see, it's a very beautiful card. All of these cards actually are. And you can see a stag on this card. Many people know a stag is a very majestical animal, and it has been recognized and seen as an epitome of grace, gentleness, sensitivity, and warmth. But it's also very strong and can inflict serious harm. Though it has these qualities, it also has flaws, like we humans have. For example, stumbling while running or something like that. But this does not actually mean he or she is less, but it indicates imperfections, just like we humans have. Don't be ashamed when you make a mistake. Own it, face it, and accept it gently. The same goes for people and the situations around you. Be graceful in your approach and forgive yourself and others for your own and their mistakes. Do the inner work. Take time to do this. You can only become better, and you can only grow from this situation. Respond with grace, compassion, understanding, and empathy. Always keep your dignity intact. Be conclusive if there is a need to walk out from a situation or circumstance. Choose harmonious responses and be responsible and respectful. Respond with grace. It's time to get rid of shame, guilt, and fault finding. Instead, inspire to reach your full potential and shine like the sun. Well, as you can see, there's a certain connection in between all these cards we just talked about, we just mentioned. It points out that you need to get rid of some shame, guilt, and fault finding, or in yourself or in other people, and also take responsibility for your own choices and your own faults, and at the same time be graceful towards yourself. Don't bash yourself, don't shame out yourself. That's not necessary. It is not something healthy to do, by putting aside yourself. And same goes for other people when you try to how can I say this? When you confront them in a certain way, or when they confront you in a certain way, just keep your dignity intact. Let's keep it like that. Just keep your dignity intact, Be peaceful, be mindful, be graceful, and choose harmonious responses, just like I said before. Be responsible for yourself, for your own actions, Don't let anyone else influence you or make you feel a certain way, because you're the one who is responsible for your own situation and for your own feelings. If someone tells you something, it is not the person who tells you something that makes you uncomfortable. It is you yourself who make yourself uncomfortable. You know, the only trigger is the person who said something towards you, but you are the person feeling uncomfortable. You know, if it makes sense, I hope it makes sense. Okay, so we'll make a cross jump. If you are on this path and you have an indication what you can do and how to respond, how to react, and even if you don't, if you need the guidelines, it can definitely bring you in this direction. This stone is called Mennonite, sorry. Strongly connected with feminine wisdom, and the power of the High Priestess. It marks a transition towards divine spiritual wisdom. Dive deep into yourself to connect with yourself, Mother Earth, your guides, and Mother Father God. Meditate to cleanse your past karma, false ego, impressions, and everything connected with that. Get rid of fears and stand in your power. Wow. So people, I hope you will get the message. 36 as I was saying that. Get rid of fears and stand in your power. Give room to the transitions necessary for your growth. Honor yourself and rest. There it is again. Rest. So when you feel inclined to rest, take a rest. When you feel you need to go on a holiday, go on a holiday. You know? And when you feel you need to cut off someone, cut off someone. If you feel you need to walk away from a situation, walk away from a situation. Seek rest. Keep peace. These are all the messages in between the lines of the main message here. You should honor yourself and rest. Wait for the right moment to move and exercise. So if you don't feel like exercising now, don't force yourself. If you don't feel forced or think it's the right moment to move in any way or whatsoever, don't do it. You know, listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, listen to your body, because all is connected to everything. So be very mindful of that. You will know when your rebirth will be there. You'll know when you need to make any action or move. But till that time, give yourself rest, you know, and just be peaceful with yourself. Be responsible for yourself. Give yourself time to integrate the wisdom and the lessons which came with it. Make it your own. Live the connection. You know, there were many lessons and situations you have passed now, and I can think of you being very tired of this and of all these karmic cycles which are behind you, and I get a indication of that. If you made it till now this far, that you closed out many karmic cycles, and you actually need to rejuvenate because you are so tired and so fed up with everything, and you just need to clear out your mind. Clear out your body. And there was a confirmation by the way I burped. Clear out your mind, clear out your body of all these things which were stuck in your body for so many, I don't know, perhaps years, probably lifetimes. 39 on the timer. And you just need to get rid of these things, you know. So give yourself the time, and if you need to do the work, you'll get a sign. You'll definitely get a sign. And if you need help with that, there are so many people who can help you out. I can help you out also, but there should be also some other serious people who can help you out nearby you, in your surroundings, or in your environment, in the city or village where you live, or wheresoever. And again, be very discerning in the decision you make, and up and foremost, be very honest with yourself, and if you're aligned with yourself and the honesty you have, you'll find the right person who can help you out, and not everybody can help you out. There are many people out there, who say who can help you out. They'll ask you a lot of money, but in the end they cannot help you. But at the same time, you have to be mindful of yourself also, if you want help, you must be serious in your questions, and within your quest. If you're not serious enough, nobody can help you, if you're not willing to be helped, and if you're stubborn, then nothing will happen, nothing will change for you, and nothing will go forward for you. So you have to be willing also to be helped, and willing to go forward, and be open to receiving help from someone who is probably also on the spiritual path, but has also learned many lessons in which they can help you further out, So keep these things in mind, please. While giving yourself the rest, and keeping it on a slow pace, so to say, not very slow. Don't be a snail, But like I said before, you'll get a nudge when you can take the next step or make the next move. So you don't have to worry about that, and that will bring you, or if that's not the case for you, if you have done the work, then you are actually in good alignment with your inner compass. And this next card, the Priscilli Bluestone, actually represents your inner compass, or the inner compass of a person. It also connects with past knowledge and energies from the land of your ancestors. It indicates they passed through you with their wisdom, knowledge and experience to help you find and guide you towards salvation. You have the chance to break the ancestral curses. You have the chance to break the ancestral curses, hexes and spells, to guide them, yourself and others to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are gifted. Did you hear what I say? You are gifted. So please keep that in mind. And again, this reading is not for everyone. You are gifted, and in the Vedic scriptures it is said that you have different levels of spirituality, and you have different levels of devotion, and within those layers, and depending on your own personal strength and power, wisdom, and everything what is connected with that, comes along the fact that you can free up to 7 lines backwards into your lineage, and also 14, or if I'm correct, 7, 14, I think 21, if I'm correct. Yeah, 21 it is. Up to 21 lines back in your lineage. And that is a very, very powerful thing. If you can free everybody up to the 21st line backwards into your lineage, and that's from as well as your mother and your father's side. So if you want to make a quick count, well, your mother also has a mother and a father, but your father also has a mother and a father, and your grandmother also has had a mother and a father, and your grandfather also had a mother and a father from both sides, so it's not very high, how do you say it, high math. You can count it out by yourself how many souls you can actually deliver when you are on this path, and when you take these steps and or are willing to go towards this path and or walking this path. This card also says you are an old soul, a healer, a shaman, and or a artist also. You can be a painter, you can be a coach, a psychologist, or a mentor, or you can read tarot or oracle cards. You can do runes. You can read coffee or tea, or you can read leaves, whatsoever. You have one of or some of these things as a mark for yourself, and it indicates something within your qualities. Let's go further. Your lineage actually depends on you. Do the inner work, cut the cords with anything or anyone low vibrational to go to the real reality out of this matrix, if you haven't already. The closer you come to your real self, the eternal soul, the better you'll have access to your own powers and the demigods and the whole existence. It will also give you access to past, present and future to help guide you and others. And I forgot to say, it will also better your connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Don't forget that. Come to your highest timeline. Use your gifts responsible and get rid of all what is low vibrational and karmic. Remember, this can only happen if and when you are pure of heart and your intentions and willpower are aligned with honesty, truth and integrity. Yeah, just like I said earlier, it doesn't mean you don't make mistakes in your life. You're very, very mindful of that, or you can become very mindful of that, that you also make mistakes. You're not perfect, but you can keep it real with yourself, or you should keep it real with yourself. You should rather keep your heart pure and also your thoughts, even though people outside hated you, talked behind your back, despised you, used you, trying to hurt you, doing spells and or trying dark arts and everything connected to low vibrational actions and intentions. Those people are not very, very conscious, and they are not very full of knowledge. Actually, they're very, very, very foolish, because when karma hits, karma never skips anyone, and that's very, very softly outspoken. It doesn't spare anyone. It doesn't spare me, you, or whosoever. We have three different sorts of karma, but that's something for another read. But for now, keep these things in mind. Other people can hurt you in some way or another, when yeah, or made you cry, made you angry sometimes, perhaps. And again, they say something or they treated you badly, and you were not at that point able to transform that energy, but probably now you are, or you're in that phase to transforming that energy and taking it another way, and looking towards it from a more compassionate perspective. Though you never seek vengeance or retaliation, you always kept your integrity, or you need to keep your integrity and try to help people, and even if they didn't see you standing and or didn't respect you, you still try to help them, and they just walked all over you, in the most horrible ways for some of you out there. So cut these bondages, cut off these negativities, but at the same time use your integrity and be honest with yourself. These programs, in which you were responding, and probably in some situations for some people out there still are responding, are programs that has been brought on to you for many lifetimes. So this is not something from only this lifetime. It is said that the lesson will keep repeating itself until you learned the lesson. So in that way and in that sense, these lessons are coming again forward into this timeline, into this lifetime for you. And these lessons were not learned in previous lifetimes. So now we have a chance, a very, very beautiful and powerful chance to learn from them and to do something positive with it. And again, you should do the inner work, you should cut these bondages, just do the inner work. This is the basis of your mental, spiritual, and bodily health. Please pay attention to your environment. See what can be improved and or is willing to improve. If this isn't the case, it is of no use for you in the future. This card also indicates you have the power to travel, to connect, and travel through different dimensions. Seek healing. Heal yourself. If it's not possible in some way or another, seek help. If you don't know where or how to start, seek help. You can also contact me or someone else around you. Again, please be a leader of your own discernment. Don't let your mind go crazy or something. Please calm down and think properly and make proper decisions for yourself. And also this is also the readings are also some way a guideline for you. So if it's possible for you to make something out of this reading, then it's very beautiful for you. And if not, seek out help. Get help from someone who can help you out with this. Seeking out a coach, a mentor, or something, or a spiritual coach, a life coach, or whatsoever. But do what feels good for you, and which can empower you and bring you back to yourself, to your real self, not the programmed one, and the one who follows all the programs, in the Matrix. Seek and feel if this connects with you, with your natural and highest path of your lifetime, for this lifetime, sorry. If you want to come back, and even if you don't, there are people who can help you with either one of your choices. And by coming back and not coming back, I'm trying to say if you want to reincarnate or not depends on yourself, and the choices you make. Dive into your past, take course, but also guard yourself. Know what you are looking for. Develop your spiritual compass if you don't and or didn't already. Yeah, well, this will eventually lead you to the key of wisdom. Wisdom is the power and the proper use of knowledge and the power behind it to improve ourselves and our lives beyond matter, to teach, help and guide ourselves and others to embrace a easier path and get a profound understanding of how to make use of it. A person can have great intellect, but if they are blinded by any inclination of arrogance, pride, false discernment, untruthfulness, and or being biased, is a fool. A person can have great knowledge, but without empathy, honesty, compassion, and an open mind, they can inflict great harm, as if a non-educated child is performing an open heart surgery. So I think the person or the persons for who this reading actually is, they already are very, very careful in their discernment, and they know the path of spirituality is the line in spirituality is very thin. It's razor sharp also, and you need to be very careful. And I think whoever I'm speaking to, you are very, very mindful of that, and you know where to make what decision. And if you're not, this reading could give you some indication of that, and where you can adjust some things for yourself. And again, you should be very honest with yourself and truthful in everything you do. Will this reading give you benefit? True wisdom and how to use and give it comes with experience and putting it in practice, as you all know, I hope. You as a person seem to have a lot of wisdom, and you'll become wiser when you make these steps. A wise person knows and accepts that they can and will make mistakes and chooses to learn from them. A wise person understands that with new knowledge and understanding comes new responsibilities. Something that is considered to be a fact now might not be that practical and factual in the future. People will understand and see the nuances, patterns and layers, understanding cause and effect in more depth, the power of choice and their outcome. With these experiences you had, you become more in depth. You'll see clearly what the situations were actually trying to teach you, and how this will benefit your growth. With your conscious efforts, which were very outspoken in the feminine side of the reading, and let me put it again, it doesn't have anything to do with being female or male, it's just potency, and in that sense energy. It doesn't mean that feminine qualities mean that you are per definition a female. No, even a man has feminine tendencies, and even women have masculine tendencies, and again, the feminine stands for the more subtle, conscious things, and everything what has to do with thoughts, emotions, feelings, and the male intends more towards moving and the more hardened things. The more you learn, the less you know at a certain point, and you'll accept that. You are here to learn, not only from books and practice, but by different experiences also. This humbles you down and shows the difference in indifference and indifference in difference. It will show you the deeper meaning of life and all what is connected with it. It will give you more peace and security. It will show you love. It will show you success. It will show you everything you needed and everything you wanted in life. That's actually what this reading wanted to tell you. And there's something I forgot to mention before I did this reading. I tried to record this reading approximately 5 times, but some way or another I got disturbed. The first time I got a message and I had to go outdoors. The second time the battery was low and the camera switched off. The third time some things in the room felt, and so many other things, but that indicates how powerful actually this reading is, and that it is not a reading for everybody, you know. And don't feel discriminated, don't feel hurt. I'm not here to discriminate in a negative way. This is just a reading for a very specific persons out there, and it will definitely resonate with them. You know, if you see this coming by and you got till the end, then this reading is definitely for you. And if you resonate with 80% of this reading, then this reading is also definitely for you. Also with the other signs I gave you in the beginning of the reading, you know, this all indicates that this reading was there for you to hear. I think I have to say goodbye for now. This will be the end of the reading in this video. Whatever you do, stay mindful, stay focused, stay fresh. Until the next one. Bye bye.